Go ahead and press record. All right. Well, it is, see if I can say hi to everyone. December 11th, pretty much in winter time now. So hope everyone's staying warm. And I think what we wanted to do today was we wanted to spend some time talking about the Kiowa Language Credentialing process with the Kiowa Language Credentialing Board, especially for our teacher candidates that are working towards level 1, and also those of us who are still working towards level 2, just to kind of see if there's any updates that we need to be aware of, things like that. And then we also wanted to take time. Our lesson for today is we wanted to look at lesson 9 on the Learn Kiowa website. And lesson 9 is asking Kiowa specific questions. So that's going to be pretty exciting to look at. Let's see. I'll get the file pulled up and get it ready for when we get to that point. But before we get started with all of that, I wanted to first open it up and see if anyone has any questions for each other or for our mentors. So open it up, see if anyone has any questions. Anyone have any translations? Any questions? Or does anyone have any questions about their Kiowa prayers that you've been working on? We can also use this time to practice, and if you want to read aloud your Kiowa prayer language with our mentors here, they can share feedback. So that's always good. It's always good to hear their feedback and give us some feedback on our pronunciation and things. So if you have a Kiowa prayer written out, I know most of us worked on Kiowa prayers this fall. So if you have like the language written out and you want to kind of practice saying it out loud, there's an opportunity for that. Our mentors are happy to provide any feedback you'd like. Hey, Carla, welcome.
Hello, this day in there.
Monday, Grandma D.
I was talking to someone.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Awesome. All right. So do any of our learners, our teacher candidates, do any of you have any questions or translation questions, or just any questions in general?
Melanie.
Monday.
Monday, I'm sorry, though.
Monday.
I just want to, I just say and tell everybody, hope y'all's having a good evening, and hope that y'all's having a really good weekend. This week is kind of a week of our regular season tournaments are starting to kick off for 5A basketball. So we got teams coming in from the Metro and Tulsa, and so I have to make sure our rooms are available for the accommodating teams. So I just wanted to log on tonight and just tell everybody hello. And then tomorrow I got a game too with my freshmen up at Clinton. So it's just kind of just one of those times that we're just basketball season. It's okay, but I know that our Koitonga, program, it's progression, and just like today's event, like you sent an email, you was unable to make it for, the just what you have with the school districts, with our semester test coming up. So I know ours is coming up, all next week. But however, though, I just want to give you an update. Today's event down at Carnegie at the Rip Buffalo Hall, boy, it was really something to see our students saying hymns and them start those hymns. And it was really good, really, really good. And just, they sung them 2 times, 3 times through, but just the environment of it, of the collaboration of seeing how these students are just, hey, we make mistakes, but we all make mistakes, but we learn from them. But it was really, I wouldn't even say that was even the case, but just for them to get to that point to know that, hey, I'm gonna do everything I can to, preserve language, and a lot of them, shout out to Carnegie Public Schools, what Georgia's doing there in Akima at Interdarko, and then here with LPS, it was good. It was really, really good day, and Dalkey had blessed us with good weather today. So I just wanted to get on and kind of just give a little update on on our behalf of what happened today, and then like I said, just wish everybody, I hope everybody's having a good week. So I just wanted to, speak on those terms. So Obaha.
Oh, oh, Carlo, appreciate that. That's awesome. Do you know if anyone recorded? Do you think they'll share those recordings at all of the students singing today?
There was I got a little short video because I was, between combating, what was, watching watching other students at in that. But I would probably just, reach out to Akima or George and ask them, you know. So I can't share with you what I had got though, you know. So I'm not that really good of a recorder, but now I think that's something we as a department, I think we could have a production. I know we have, you know, devices and equipment and stuff like that, to you could probably go live or something like that, But I just think it was good though. I know somebody did some recordings though, so it just will have to reach out to them. I think it'd be good to just, like I said, ask George or Akimal about that. Some video, something to archive for the language department, and also what you're doing with the with your program. LearningKiowa.org. That's awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah, if anyone's, I mean, I know that sometimes you have to get like permission,
Exactly.
get permission forms and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone wants to share them or post them, on the website or anything, that'd be something that, we could definitely do. So I'll circle back with Chelsea and kind of see
Mm,
what the options are, because I'm sure, I don't know if all of our mentors were able to attend, but I'm sure they'd be interested in seeing those videos too.
awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I just want to, get log on real quick, and that's what I'm about to do, and like I said, basketball season's here for us for 5A basketball starts up now. So anyhow, it's a good start though. So I like it. So, hey, everybody, hey, y'all have an awesome evening. Have a good Kiowa class tonight. Hope to hear from y'all soon, and Donkey be with y'all. I hope they own that.
Oh, I hope, Carlo.
Well,
No.
okay.
Beguteta. That's awesome. Was any of our mentors that are here or any of our learners, were any of you able to attend that event that was earlier today?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, hopefully they'll share some videos. It sounds like they recorded something, so that sure would be nice to see. So that's awesome.
I think a week from today, the elders had their Christmas dinner, and the Anadarko group is supposed to sing again.
Awesome.
So if you're an elder and you're able to go, I was going, but the doctor switched her appointment time, so I can't make it. So anyway, that's next week.
Well, that's good to know. I hope.
I recorded some videos today of the students singing. They're kind of long, so I need to shorten them so I can post them and email them out. But I got to record some of them while they were singing.
Oh, that's awesome. One strategy that we've used with videos is to create like what is it, those unlisted YouTube links where they're not public, you can't search them, but it's whoever has the link can see it. So that's been one way to like easily share videos and stuff that we've found over time. But if you need any support with that, Deanie, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out with that.
Thank you, Aho. I appreciate it because yeah, that's the most difficult thing is when we got those lengthy videos. It's hard to upload them or email them because they're so long.
Yes, for sure. Sometimes it's I mean, I guess it depends on your internet connection, but sometimes if you can get it in like a Google Drive format, like get it uploaded to a Google Drive, then so I have a program that I use for video editing that I have a subscription to what is it, that Adobe, like all the Adobe video software. So that makes it really like a lot more simpler to edit. Because before it was like piecemeal here and there trying to figure out a good program. But that's been something that has seemed to work pretty good is if you get it in like a Google Drive or even a Dropbox. I don't know, some people have Dropbox. And then like just say the timestamps, then that's easy to edit it down. Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad you got some videos. I'm sure it sounds like the language department also maybe, I know, what was it? Chelsea was saying that one of the staff there is like media, like does media stuff. So maybe they'll be producing some things too for us to check out.
Yes, I believe Darren Two Hatchet, he records and films, and I know he was there today, so I bet he got some footage too.
That's so awesome. Very cool. Well, Aho. Let's see. Any other comments or any other sharing about the singing today? All right. Let's see. I'm wondering if we could go into a quick update from our Kiowa Language Credentialing Board. I know we have 3 of them here with us tonight. Just seeing if there were any updates to share or if you wanted me to pull up the Google Drive. And do any of our learners have questions about the credentialing process? Well,
Any date or anything?
that was gonna be my question. Hande batsai tho. Is there another credentialing? Is there a credentialing date set anytime soon? For the in-person or
I don't think we schedule anything for like this time of year. I want to say that he was saying we came back from holidays to set a date. I know that we're probably going to have one at the beginning of the winter, sometime in those 3 months there. And I just switched everything out, so I'm trying to find my notes, and I don't know why I did with it. But I know there was nothing scheduled now, like for December. Too busy.
Oh, that's good to know. I hope. So we'll stay tuned and see what happens in January after.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking maybe more in spring. That way I would know
Yeah.
ahead of time, like way ahead of time. So, that way I could take off, and so that would be nice. But yeah, if we hear anything, let me know. I'm not ready at all, though. I'm on level 2, and I still gotta get my story out.
That's what I'm working on. I'm working on my story and a story in the grammar.
Martha,
Oh,
Hey,
Martha, I don't know why I've got on my my notes here something about January. Wait, I just saw it. Oh, January 18th.
yeah, that's. I think he was saying come back and talk about setting a date at that time, but we weren't going to do anything like in November and December. This is just-
So we're gonna meet on January 18th to decide on the
Right.
credentialing
Yeah.
date. Oh, okay.
So we haven't set
I
the
just didn't write. I just wrote down credentialing January 18. I didn't put any specifics.
I think that's when we're going to pick our time to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's helpful. And so it sounds like maybe the board is going to meet and set some dates out and let us know whenever. So it sounds like later in January.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Do you have any tips or hints or strategies for us? Things that we could work on for either level 1 or level 2 now, over the holiday break or anything? Because I know some people are in school, it might be on winter break. I know I'll have a little extra more time because the Christmas break with the high school. So I'll be on break with that. So just curious if any of you have strategies or suggestions for us.
I think the format's going to be the same with what we did in the level 1, except, we'll be adding the latter lessons that we went over to sort of advance you guys. And, but I'm sure that we'll have a list of what you need to study. But I know basically it's still going to be you'll have to know your pronouns. And there was the stories too. I know a lot of the stories are not complete, all of them yet. And then conversations, that's where we kind of work with you guys when testing. It's the conversation back and forth. But I think we'll probably have a schedule made out by then. So
I would like, along with that, since I don't read or write, I would like to stress listening and learning to pronounce.
mhm.
And since you have a little more time, whenever, just listen and pronounce, as somebody said, listen to yourself. You have instructions, I guess, tell you what your story especially, So that's what I'm interested in, so that you'll sound like Kiowas. You might not know what you're saying, but at least you'll sound like you do.
Oh, oh, Grandma.
well, also Melody, they've already gone over a lot of this, like introducing yourself, your family, go, where you from, where you live, where you were born, like what are your job, are you working or in school, those kind of things. The lessons that they've gone over, like at the beginning, just review all of that.
Oh, aho. Well, that's really helpful. Appreciate that. So so for our learners that are on the call, are you familiar with the credentialing study material Google Drive folder?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, awesome. I was gonna see if anyone wanted to kind of talk through it again, but it sounds like everyone's pretty familiar with it. So that's good. As long as you have access, and it's got like those checklists for level 1 and level 2, and it's got all the folders and the different instructions and resources. So yeah, that's awesome. All right. Any questions for our credentialing board?
This is not a question, but I just wanted to make a comment. These new candidates, that to me, they're doing exceptionally well. I mean, they're it's amazing how much they how much they do, how much they know right now. Really, really close to like last few years ago. Remember, it was rough for the newcomers. It was hard. But
Oh,
they're doing really well. I'm so proud of them.
yes, gold stars. That's awesome.
oh,
Aho, thank you so much. Thank you for the encouragement. That, makes us feel good to hear that.
All that hard work and all that practice pays off. So you're on the right track. Definitely. Yeah, it sounds like I mean, who knows? Some of our candidates, I know that you're going for level 1, but you might actually be ready to go for level 2 also and get it all done at once. So, just throwing that out there.
And speaking of level 2, you're the only one to listen. I'm speaking to the choir, I guess, but you need to get with it and take your test. And I know we've got more than level 2 instead of just 1. Think about it. Just 1 out of all you guys. And so
I'm scared. Hey,
That's the problem. That they think they can't do it, but they can. I know they can.
yeah. So that's my bit of advice, is that just study, and then just telling you that you can do it, and you shouldn't put it off,
Oh,
oh,
aho, Grandma.
because that makes the program look kind of sideways. If all you guys that have been here for years, I know you can do it. So,
oh, yeah, I was trying for spring. I don't know what she turned 14 months old now, and she's walking. So I have to corral her in, but I'm pretty sure I can get a little bit more done.
tell her haw and honey.
I know, I know. She just looks at me like I'm crazy. And does it anyway.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've been procrastinating. I'll get it done, Grandma.
Okay.
I thought we had a couple others that were going for level 2. Courtney and Alice Ann, and who was it? There was a couple others.
And
But
Tim Yago, and
a few of them.
yeah,
So
yeah. We haven't seen them in a while.
Can you feed your baby?
So that's a good reminder. So I guess as soon as we take time over break to study and refresh and see what things we can get done that, independently to turn in. And then everyone should have Dane's email, and just send it to Dane, and then he'll kind of get it to the credentialing board so they can do their feedback. And then yeah, we'll see. We'll just keep practicing. Something that has been really helpful for me is the spaced repetition recordings. So I've been having my daughters do them too. So that's been really helpful. So just continuing to do that. And I gotta buckle down on that grammar. That's the kicker.
Oh, and then
I can't wait for when we in the springtime when we do some sessions on grammar. We'll take time, we'll do level 1 and level 2. So we'll study. So we'll all do it together.
sounds good.
All right. Any other comments or questions around credentialing?
Okay, Melody, I do have an update. I got a
Hyundai.
note. I got a note from Dane, and he said that January 18th is going to be the credentialing date. That's going to be the date. It's not for us to get together to schedule it. So,
Dang, heart attack. No, Melody. No.
anyway, what he said was that 18th of January will be the official date for credentialing. Mostly the days could be needed for conversational interviews. But if people are bringing any devices like laptops, stuff like that, it would be important to be able to work on the other portions of the credentialing while we're on site. And then I asked him again, I said, is the 18th the credential date or is it meeting to schedule for testing? He said, it's the credentialing date.
Well, I guess we better buckle down. Kathy?
Got a bunch of study.
I just looked at the calendar and said, no way.
Month away. We
But
better
you know
Oh.
what the thing is, though, you don't have to pass everything on that day.
Mhm.
You do as much as you can.
Right.
We don't want people to feel so pressured, thinking they have to do it all in one day. Just whatever you can do, whatever you can pass, and if you have difficulty with one of the areas, you still can do it later on.
Oh,
We're pretty flexible. We just really want the candidates to get credentialed. So
now does Dane have what because I know we have a list and I know I did some. Does he
Yes.
have a list of what we did already or?
Yes.
yeah, he does. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm only missing the story, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Kathy, you could probably text him or email him, and then he might get back to you later, because I know it's finals week for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
So but it wouldn't hurt to just check in. I also wanted to share with our new candidates. I know it sounds like really soon for the credentialing day, but what we did, like when we were first doing credentialing, is we did like a couple practice first. So we would go to the official credentialing day and we would just go through the process and just experience it. And that way you can kind of, who knows, maybe you'll pass it on the first try. But either way, it's a really good practice run, for you to just kind of get the experience of what it is. It's a good way to get experience and kind of you'll get used to, kind of how the credentialing board does their evaluation and how they do that conversational portion, and then how they do the other parts that you can do in person. And then you'll be able to get one-on-one support from each of the credentialing board, especially if you have questions about like some of the other pieces that maybe you're working on. So I definitely appreciate hearing that we don't have to do it all at once, and then we can just show up and try and just be a part of it. And I'd highly recommend, even if you don't feel like you're ready, just try it anyway and just go through the motions of it. And then you never know, you might know more than you think, because all the language that we've done this fall, all the lessons 1 through 9 is covering enough language for level 1 and level 2 for the interview portion, for the conversational part. So that's you might be able to get that piece out of the way, and then that's then you would just have those other 3 pieces to worry about instead of all 4. So just putting that out there to mark your calendars and try to make it a goal to attend that, because that would be really, really useful as far as giving you a heads up. And I think the credentialing board, like they said, they're really flexible. So let's say you wanted to just do a practice, and maybe you're like, okay, well, I want to practice, see what it's like, and then maybe the next time they do the credentialing day, then maybe you'll know what it's like. Or like I said, who knows, you might pass on the first try. So that's awesome.
Melody, Hyundai, and Saito.
Hyundai.
How many times a year is there a credentialing date? Is it once a year or is it several times each year?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it varies. But I'll ask our board members here. What is your best guesstimate of how many times a year?
Well, I think in the past, we've done at least 2, if not 3, throughout the year. We've spaced them out so that you have time to continue learning on here and then come in and test for it when you're comfortable with it. So I know it's like maybe a 3 or 4 month apart thing. And just when we can get to it, sometimes we plan it, but the day doesn't come through or something. So it get pushed down a little bit, but it's not that close. You have plenty of time to study, and you guys do well enough that you're just making yourself nervous. You probably do well. And we're there just kind of mainly to hear you speak and see if you understand the translations, because it could be from Kiowa to English or vice versa. English to Kiowa. And if you're comfortable with that conversation, you'll do okay. And the rest of it you're getting from these lessons anyway,
Oh,
I have one more question that is totally irrelevant to what we're talking about. Hatsu ampatongya. I have to ask you all a question. So we say Hyundai and Saito. What would you change in that question to make it say that? Or is it completely different, said completely in a different way?
you
No,
changed
it's
the pronoun.
anyway, but it's a pronoun that's going to change. That's it. Because it's you or all of you. Remember that change? I'm talking to you, I'm talking to all of you. So you're just going to change the pronoun in that case.
So Hyundai aim Saito is just from
Ask you.
just you, and then
All of
Hyundai
you.
ba.
Yeah, because you're asking all the credentialing board. And it's more than 3.
And
Hyundai
then
ba
2 people, ma.
ma. Okay.
So
Saito.
aim ma
Hyundai
ba.
Hyundai ba Saito.
Only about Saito.
So like
Okay.
when I introduce or saying Hyundai aim or no Hyundai Batsan, that's asking
All of y'all.
all of
y'all.
you.
Yeah.
Wonderful you're here. Wonderful all of you are here.
Or if you're thanking everyone, you would say Aho de Baha, right?
Oh.
Aho, thank you.
So Deanie, the first question you had about the asking, so that's a basic pronoun. So if you look on the pronoun charts, you're going to use the basic pronouns. I mean, it's a basic verb, so you're going to use the basic pronouns to go with it. And so that's the kicker, is depending on what you're saying, you want to make sure you know what part is, which type of verb it is that you're using, and then you'll look up the corresponding pronoun charts so to give you which pronouns to use for that verb.
Thank you.
That's a good question. I wanted to also just shout out that I see Da Bing and I see Judy joined us. They are two of our level 2 candidates. And I just want to say, Da Bing and Judy, Grandma D just challenged us to stop overthinking it and just go for level 2. Just do it. So January 18th, we're all expected to try it out and get it done.
Oh,
Oh, I did the credentialing, not the pronouns level 2 with Dane about a month ago, but I don't know if we've submitted it to the board yet, because I thought I would try again on the 18th. And then I think now I have the story for level 2 and maybe kinship, but I know conversation and pronouns are past. So getting there, working towards it.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! That's what I have the conversation part done, and I'm working on the story and the grammar. I don't remember if I did the kinship. I'll have to ask Dane, but I know the story is the big piece and the grammar.
Mhm. I want to redo the pronouns though, the grammar, because but you have to consistently practice them to keep it. I mean, but I try to listen to it in the morning, and then the story, I think I'm gonna do the Go Bama story. Been listening to that one, and we translated that in one of our classes one summer, I think, with cricket. We worked on that for a while, so that's where I'm at on it. I hope.
That's awesome. Yay! Getting closer. So now we have a target date, January 18th. So I guess we'll be studying over the winter break.
And what's that one story that was put out by Dean not too long ago? Where it's
Isn't that FEMA?
and that's
Oh,
yep.
And I think that's probably in the credentialing folder. Was it? Let me see. I'm gonna look really quick. I know he emailed it. I'm gonna look and see if I can find it. Pretty sure it's in the credentialing drive. Oh, I don't see it. I think it was one that he emailed, or maybe he put it in the chat in our session, one of our sessions. Yeah, I was looking at that one. I still have to decide which story. I like all the stories. I gotta just pick one and do it. All right. Any other questions about credentialing? Aho to our credentialing board members. Appreciate your feedback and especially your encouragement. So we'll get it done. All right. So for tonight, we wanted to do lesson 9. So let me share my screen. I'm gonna go off camera because sometimes my internet doesn't like me sharing the screen at the same time. So let's see. Okay. So lesson 9 is on Kiowa specific questions. So,
So,
Hyundai,
Hector, under
Hyundai.
the credentialing board,
Oh, yeah.
back to credentialing, I was needing feedback on the story, and I had sent it to him, and he sent me back information, and then I redid it and sent it in again. But I hadn't heard anything back from him, and it's been a few months. Did any of our mentors know, where that's gone, or do I just need to wait till the 18th and come in and sit down and read it? What do I do?
Is that, I can barely hear you, but is that Judy?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, if you send something in, he has probably got a copy of it.
Yeah.
If not, if you want to redo it, it might be a good try just to practice with it,
Yeah, yes.
Either way, but a lot of things he records on the
Right.
computer, so he keeps it.
Yeah, he did the first one, and then he did actually send it back to me, and he showed me where I needed to go in and make some changes, and I did and send it back. But it's just kind of been hit and miss for a few months, and I'm just worried. I was just worried about it. And then I need to do the grammar also, and I know I can just do that when I come in on the 18th.
Judy,
One day,
you should probably just call Dane and ask him,
okay,
or text him or something and ask him.
okay.
Then I'm sure he'll let you know.
Yeah, I know he's always so busy. I didn't want to bother him. He actually called me one day, the first time he went over it, and he explained some things to me, which was really good. I was happy to hear from him. So yeah, I'll do that. Oh, that was my question.
Oh,
Melody, maybe
Hyundai.
you can just kind of set aside a little time maybe, and then go over like the story.
Oh,
Just kind of go over it during one of the Wednesday sessions.
oh,
Just go through
Oh.
it, read through it,
mhm.
Yeah, we could even do a breakout room, Judy, if you don't want to do it like, in front of the full group, although we won't mind. It's
Oh,
good to kind of hear and we learn too. But we could also do a breakout room. So if you wanted to go in with one or two of the mentors, or we could just do it together as a full group. So definitely that's what I might do is so I can get some feedback is maybe we can because this is like technically this lesson 9 is like the last lesson per se, like at least what we have published on the website. I believe that it goes up to 20, so I have to sit down with Dane over the break and create the other lessons from that PowerPoint. So we'll continue working on that. But in the meantime, we do have a session scheduled for the 18th that we can use if people want to, practice for credentialing. We could use that. And then let's see, we probably won't have a session until let's see, the 25th, the 1st. Probably January 8th would be our first session of the new year. And then we could kind of use the 8th and the 15th as like the 2 sessions before the 18th to practice. If that's, okay with everyone, if that would be helpful.
sounds good.
Oh,
Okay, awesome. So I guess we have some homework over the break.
yeah.
God. Thank you, Miss Velma. That's an awesome suggestion. So we'll incorporate that. All right. Let me pull up. Okay. All right, so lesson 9. Can you see my screen?
Oh,
Okay. So here are our questions. These probably are going to be very familiar because we've gone over like the base questions and responses. But the difference with this lesson is these are Kiowa specific questions. So these are questions and responses that you would use with other Kiowas, like Kiowa to Kiowa. So in the previous lessons, we did some more general language, like, you know, not specific to Kiowa, to Kiowa people. So these are very specific to Kiowas. So, like I said, they're going to be very familiar. Here are the translations. So we'll go back to that here in a second. Here's the conversations, which these conversations are kind of they incorporate this language, but they're also like kind of a review. They incorporate language from previous lessons as well. So, and then you have the vocabulary cards. So let me go back up. And we'll start with our translation phrases here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay. So we'll kind of do what we've been doing previously. And start with our mentors and to kind of share the pronunciation. And then we'll take turns. So first off, is there anyone who is not able to participate this evening? And then I won't call on you.
I can't see the screen that well. The print is too small.
Okay. Aho, Grandma. Let's see. Maybe I can try zooming in. I don't know if that helps. Probably still small. Well, you'll probably hear what the others say. Are you comfortable with doing the pronunciation, Grandma, or do you just want to listen today?
I'll just listen.
Oh.
Well,
Right.
I'll go with you. I'll follow along.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's see. Let me just see who we have. So we have for our learners, go down the list. We have myself, Caleb, Deanie, Bobby, and Kathy and Judy. And so Grandma Skogukova and Miss Velma. So we'll go Grandma Martha Nell, then Miss Velma, then we'll go to Grandma D if she wants. So cool.
I'm good, are you?
I'm good, are ya?
I'm good. Oh, yeah.
Oh. I'm good, are ya?
I'm good, are you?
I'm good, are ya?
I'm good. Oh, yeah.
And Kathy
I'm going. Oh, yeah.
and Judy.
I'm good, yeah.
Oh. All right, so now the response. And this should be familiar. So cool. Grandma.
Oh, Sunday, I good, are you?
Oh, Sunday I good, are ya?
Oh, Shonda, good. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh, Sunday, good. Yeah.
Oh, Sunday, I'm good, are you?
Ha Shande Akoy Aya.
Shandaya Koitaya.
Shande Agoitaya. Yeah.
Ha Shande Akoy Taya.
All right. So this next question is, are you a Kiowa young man?
Hakoi togulim da.
Hakoi togul imda.
Hokoto gulimda.
Oh. Hakoi to Hakoi to gulim da.
Hakoi togulim da.
Hakoi Togul Imta.
Koito Guru Imda.
Agoito Guru Imda.
Hagoy to Guru Inda.
Oh. Okay, so then one of the responses is the negative, and then the other response is positive, or affirmative. So let's see, if we could hear both of these, and then each of us would respond accordingly. And I think for us women, we could just say Hane.
Yeah. Okay. So that first one would just be Hane, because I'm not. And then on the bottom is Ha Goi Togulada.
Oh,
Hane. And then ha Goi togul ada.
Hane. Hokoto gulada.
oh. All right, so I guess if you were talking to someone who wasn't Kiowa, then they would tell you what tribe they were right there. If you were saying like, no, I'm not. So for me, I'll just say Hane, because I'm not a Kiowa young man. I'll pass it along.
Does it mean now?
Caleb, yeah.
But do I just say the same thing as you then?
So
Or
you're a Kiowa man, so you could do the affirmative.
Yeah.
oh,
The
that's
same.
right. I see. Oh, koi togulada.
Mhm.
Hane.
Hane.
And then Kathy. Oh, Judy, go ahead.
Hane.
Hane.
All right. So the next question is going to be kind of the same. Let's see, it looks like I don't have the affirmative one in there. But basically, if you are saying yes, then you would use the same format. And you would just use the term for Kiowa young woman. Or Kiowa woman, if you know that one. Although I'm young at heart, so just kidding. And then you have like, no, I'm not. So that's the negative. Okay, so we'll do the next question. Cool.
Hakoi Yakoi Imda.
Hakoi yakoi imda.
Hokoyokoi imda.
Oh, Hakoi yakoi imda.
Hakoi yakoi imdo.
Hakoi yakoi imda.
Akoya koi aim dog.
Hagoi yakoi imda.
Akoi yakoi imda.
Oh, all right. So now the responses would be either hane or would it be ha goya goy da, right? Atoha.
Yeah.
Okay. So for us women, so we're gonna respond like with this formula up here. And then men folk can just say that. All right. So could our mentors say the affirmative response for being a young Kiowa woman?
Ha goy yakoi ada.
Oh, goy yakoi. They go. Oh, goy yakoi. Ada. Supper again.
Oh, ha, kaya kaya da.
Oh, okay. So learners, ko. Ha goy yakoi da.
Hone.
Hakoi yakoi yata.
Koya koya dog.
Hagoi yakoi ada.
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 Akoi yakoi ada.
It's ha.
Yeah, just ha.
Oh. Aho.
Ah.
All right, awesome. Let's see. So this next one's gonna be familiar too. So asking who your family is. Ko.
Atel tape coat named off.
Hot tail tape coat named dog.
Ha tail take go nendo.
Aho. Hatteil teipkop named da.
Hattel tekop nendo.
Hatteru teipkop neinda.
Tail big goat named dog.
Adadal dapeko nada.
Aatero tepko nenda.
Aho. All right. And then our response would be sharing our family names. So, cool.
Wait, where am I? Let's see. Colleague, Coachella, tape coat named down.
Hongu go Stonebot tape coat named dog.
Harvo go set up beta take go nendo.
Aho. Cool. Eine gulga. Alpagoi. Teipkop named.
Sai toki go zip koe te tekop nendo. Nendo.
So oro ka mopiroma teipkop neida.
So tiger cozy it goat named dog.
Nendo.
Hangu god. Tankima god. Stumbling bear. Dapeko nada.
Hunter Ga Ozita Bake Nado.
Aho. All right, now we get to the easy ones. So we have, I think we already went over names, but we'll do it anyway. So for our mentors, when you could you do both of these at once? The question and the negative response, and then we can just respond when we go through.
Also, I'm Goy call hang a dog.
Also, I'm Goy con hang a dog.
That time, go hang a dog.
Oh. Okay. Also, I'm Goy con hang a dog.
So I'm Goy con hang your door.
Also, I'm Goy con hang a dog.
So I'm Goy con hang a dog.
Atso Goy con hang a dog.
Also in Goikan Hang Ada.
Oh. All right, and just for fun, let's hear everyone's Kiowa names if you have one. Or you say the top one, this top line here. So, Ko.
Ogu koma a Goy con.
I always go down tie a Goy con.
Yo gama a go con.
Oh, aho. Gom gidagima a Goy con.
Oh, you by keen dog, Goy con.
Ta soy he im gun ma a Goy con.
Ta being a Goy con.
Tapoma a Goy con.
Goikan Hang Ada.
Aho. Omaha, we did it. Let's see here. How much time we have left? Oh, we still got some time. Okay, first, before we go into our conversation, is there any feedback from our mentors for us?
It's good pronunciation overall.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh. All right. I'm gonna scroll down and let's look at the conversations. So it looks like, let me see, I can't see the whole thing. So conversation option 1. It's a little bit longer, and then option 2 is a little bit shorter. So any preferences, 1 or 2? I mean, personally, I think we could do option 1. But I'm open to other suggestions.
One year ago.
Okay, that's fair. Let's try option 1. So let's see. If I try to zoom out, is that too small? Or I could just zoom in and I could just scroll for whoever's talking. Is that okay if I scroll while you're talking? Unless you have your paper to follow along. Okay, so let's see who our pairs are. So, conversation practice. We're gonna do me, then Caleb, Deanie, Courtney, Kathy, and Judy. Does that sound good?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
So, and then Judy, when it's your turn, I can be your speaker B. So you have a turn doing speaker A. All right. Everyone ready? So Caleb.
oh,
Ande onde ate.
oh, amaru.
Ha koito guro da.
Oh, koito guru ado.
They get agya.
Oh, they get age.
Hatero tape go named da.
Say talk equals it quit they take up nedo.
Atsuem goi kan.
Oh, ya by kinda goiko.
They get agya.
Oh, they get age.
Obaha. Okay. Caleb and Deanie, you're up.
Onde, kote.
I'm Otto.
Eto.
You could use the one the Kiowa. Are you a Kiowa young woman? You could use that one.
Hako yoko emdo.
Goya ada.
They get age.
They get age.
Atero teko nendo.
So oro ka mobile ma tape go neda.
So I'm goiko.
Da so he gun ma a koika.
They get age.
They get age.
Obaho.
Oh. Deanie and Courtney.
Onde em kate. I'm out. Goya em da.
Goya goy ado.
They get age.
They get age.
Hatero tape go neda.
So taiga kursi they go nado.
So em koika.
Da being a goy con.
They get age.
They get age.
Obaha.
Oh. Courtney and Kathy.
Okay. Cool. Onde em Hande onde em kate.
I'm idle.
Akoya koi and da.
Goi ya goi ada.
They get agya.
They get tiger.
Pero take go nenda.
Angu ga talking about ga stumbling bear ga they go nada.
So em boy kan.
Tapoma akon agoigo.
They get agya.
They get tiger.
Oh wow.
Who? And Kathy and Judy.
Anko Honde onde imp de.
Oh, not harder. Oh, I'm sorry. Right.
Goi ya goi imda.
Koi and koi ada.
They get tiger.
Oh, thank you, Tiger.
Hadel Hadel.
Hostel.
Hadadel. Deep goat nada.
Hunter da. Hazita. Tape Nada.
That's a Goikan.
Koikan. Pain ada.
They get tiger.
Oh, thank you, Tiger.
Who? So Judy, I'll be your speaker B.
Onde inko tape.
Oh, I'm
Oh, koi and koi enda.
Oh, goya goy ada.
Thank you, Tiger.
Oh, they get ag.
El tape nenda.
Ene gulga. Alpagoy tape go neda.
Hatso and koi kan.
Gongedagima a goy kan.
Thank you, Tiger.
Ha, they get ag. Obaha. We did it. Yay.
Damn all day.
You guys are
Any
getting good.
feedback?
You guys are
Oh,
getting good. You go through it pretty fast.
That was like 5 minutes. That was really good.
Mhm.
One day inside though.
One day.
So if you ask somebody if they're Kiowa, you always gotta put the gender in there, like boy or girl. Cause just seeing are you Kiowa mess me up.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost have to put it in the gender.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
So I guess that's the meaning of it is we're literally asking like Kiowa man, Kiowa woman, but it means like, are you a Kiowa person, I guess.
no.
Mhm.
That's a good question. Any other questions? Okay, I guess we could close out for the evening. But before we do that, I just want to see first if anyone wants to go, if we need any breakout rooms, if anyone has any questions, or I can stop recording after we close, and whoever needs to can stay on if they have questions or things for our mentors. Is there anyone that would like to do that today?
Oh, no, not tonight. I'm traveling in the morning, so I've got to get off.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we have some studying to do, some things to work on. So we'll do that, and then to close us out, I'll see Grandma Pihok Jama. They dot sai.
Get our hands on get a cloth they got them get a mine. They all they go. I take a high get all the come on. But the carters on my day. Our own town dog we both to 8 dogs out there go 8 over dog in the cave. Get a dog get all dog. No dog get up by a day he dog can't go. The dog they dog they on the get sign get dog a whole dog hot on the get all the dog dog get gone but they beg a tie though they I can't pay the dogs out the oh
Aho.
Aho, aho.
Oh.
Thanks,
Oh,
Dad.
All right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and close up for the evening, and we have some practice and studying to do, and so next week we can kind of take a look at if anyone is ready to kind of get some feedback on any of the credentialing portions. So next week will kind of be an open session for whatever if we want to review anything, things like that. So be sure to bring questions and or practice for our mentors. And if we need to, we can also open breakout rooms. So that way, if you want to do like a one-on-one, we can do that too. So, all right. With that,
Oh,
Hega ba oi monta.
oh.
Aha.
Good day.
Amaru.